What's good, YouTube family? Thank y'all for tuning back into another video. Make sure that y'all like, comment, and subscribe. This helps me to continue to grow and to reach more people and help more people while using the gifts and abilities God has given me to glorify Him in His name, to spread the gospel, and make Him and His name known. Y'all can see, man, I'm wearing one of my new hats. It's got the green brim, it's got the blue bill, it's got the Cardinals and the Blues logo matched together. Y'all can see it fit great, you know what I'm saying? It's a very comfortable hat, very great feeling hat, great material. Go to the Poser Company and get you one of these hats. I got the link in the description. Also check the comment section because I'm going to put this company's link in a comment, and I'm going to put Haven's channel in the comment and Major's channel in the comment. I'm going to pin the comment. So make sure that y'all check that. I hope that y'all having a blessed Sunday and the rest of your week is blessed. And I hope that y'all enjoyed this video. Make sure that y'all like, comment, subscribe. Also watch through the whole video. Please, this helps so much. Thank y'all for tuning in. God bless. Watch through the whole video. Yo, before I even get into the tutorial, I want y'all to go show love to the bros. Go subscribe to Haven and Major's channels. Haven the one cutting, Major the one standing there. Major said he gonna start posting in January. Haven already been posting, so go show love to their channels, y'all. To get into the tutorial now, he going from like a fro to wavelength, right? So I'm gonna freehand a little bit of his hair off. I'm also, since I'm doing it, I'm making a cool thumbnail because it just popped on my head, so I was doing this. So I don't know which one of these I'm gonna make my thumbnail, so I'm gonna leave all of them in there. And I'm gonna look back on it. It's gonna be funny too. So yeah, but I put a little thing in there just because I needed a section to be able to come in with the guard to cut his hair down. But if you do decide to cut the hair down like this, make sure that the client's comfortable the whole time and the guard's not pulling and catching, and you're not sitting there pulling the client's hair, ripping, making it uncomfortable. Some people are tender-headed. But yeah, I'm going in there, guys, with my Andis Masters with a number 3 on, and I chose to cut the hair down with the Andis Masters at first because when I noticed that when you have long hair like this, the wall guards and the babyless guards tend to like catch the hair and snag and pull really hard, or the hair gets caught in it just a lot more easier. And with the Andis Masters and the guards, like, they just run smoothly through it. So that's why I chose to cut it down at first with the Masters, and I'm pretty sure I chose the number 3 guard. So then I went ahead and I washed his hair, and this is after I washed his hair. So since I washed his hair now, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna prep the hair, and while I'm prepping the hair, I'm gonna look for any imperfections in his head. I'm gonna check how many crowns he has, because some people have more than one crown. I'm gonna determine the way that the crown is, like, the direction that it's going. I'm gonna look for the front, see if he has any calyx or anything like that throughout his whole entire head, see if he has any like things sticking off his head, whatever. Just make sure that when you're doing the preparation for the haircut, you're checking for all these things. And when you're doing like a low cut or like a waver cut, you want to comb instead of brush, because brushing lays the hair flat and combing lifts the hair up off the scalp, and you want the hair lifted up off the scalp so that you can get the most even cut possible. And right now I'm cutting his hair down with the number 1.5 guard. And then make sure that you wipe your client's face off and be, considerate. So that was flicking out and then laying the blade flat. So to establish my first guideline, this is a really good video for beginner barbers because it's going to help you if you're having trouble taking out the bottom line. So I'm going to start with my blade open, and I'm going to go up to where where I would already originally if I put the bar line in. Just imagine you put the bar line in, and where you'd go up with the blade open, that's where you need to go. So that's how I'm going to start the fade though. And then I'm going to go over it multiple times to make sure everything's the same length. Next, I'm going to close the lever halfway and go halfway up that line that we just put in. Then I'm going to close my lever a little more, and I'm going to go just a little bit lower than where we just left off. Then I'm going to close my lever all the way, and I'm going to tap the line where we would put in the bottom bald line with the trimmers. And I'm just going to take that line out, make it smooth. Now, since we cut his hair down with the 1.5 guard, I have a number 2 guard on, and I'm just softening it up, give myself a nice foundation to fade into. Now, to begin fading with my comb, I have my lever open, and I'm using the big side of the comb, which is like using the 1.5 guard. And y'all can see I'm just going in the area, and I go through the whole thing. Make sure that you even get behind the ear, because that does play a big factor in how clean your haircuts are. That fading a little bit behind the ear, but you don't want to fade too high though, so it's like a happy medium. You gotta be careful. And now, since I did my blade open already, now I'm coming in with my lever closed with the big side of the comb also, and I'm just coming down just a little bit more on the fade. And when you're using your comb like this, you can see the hair sticking up through the comb, and that's the hairs that you want to cut. And I just feel like if you learn the clipper over comb technique, it just adds so much value to your game, because I feel like you just have way more control with it. Now I'm using a little side of my comb, which is like using a 0 guard or a 0.5 guard. At this point of the fade, I'm pretty much doing detail work, and by detail work I mean lever play, so open and closing my lever with my blade when need be, and corner work, so using the last couple of teeth of my blade or the corner of my blade to pinpoint dart spots, bring them to the light, and make the fade as smooth as possible. Next, I'm gonna grab my trimmers and I'm gonna just tap this bottom line and take it out completely and make the fade as smooth as possible. Y'all, I had purchased this book. It's called 1 Minute with the Men of the Bible, a devotional by Jim George. And in this book, there was a story about a dude named Barak who was in the Bible, y'all. And it says, a man who was a reluctant leader. It's Judges 4:8. Barak said to her, if you will go with me, then I'll go. But if you will not go with me, I will not go. Y'all, this is so important in life. We can't do and base our life off of what humans say and other humans say and do, and say, well, if you do this, I'm gonna do that, or if you do that, I'm gonna do this. You know what I'm saying? If God tells you to do it, then you better do it. If God tells you don't do it, then you better not do it. And I promise you, if you don't obey God, it's not gonna turn out good for you. But I can also promise you this: if you do obey God, then it will turn out good for you. And y'all, listen to this. Why would you want to listen to a human when you could listen to God himself? If you're taking anyone's advice, it better be advice from a godly role model. You know what I'm saying? And I also said this, and this really hit me, y'all. So I hope it hits some of y'all. Don't decline God's offer to lead. Step up to the challenge. And that just like stuck with me and really made me think, like, dang, it's so much that God's put on my heart to do. It's time for me to do it. Make sure that you're being faithful and obedient and saying, do, and being all God's called you to say, do, and be. The back's in super fast motion, but I'm gonna kind of explain it. It's really the same steps, y'all. Just make sure that when somebody has a crease like this in the back of the head, that you keep the taper up under that crease. So I'm doing the same steps. So start with the blade open. I'm work my way closed. Except for I'm gonna use guards in this one. So now I'm using a number one guard. Then I'm gonna take the number one guard with the comb, and I'm gonna kind of do a little guard over comb. Then now I have my big comb, which is the wall comb. It's pretty much like using a 2 guard, and I'm just blending this fade so I don't take it up too high. Now I'm gonna prep the hair for the lineup. So you don't pay, an artist don't paint on a dirty canvas. You're a barber, which means you're an artist, so don't cut on a dirty canvas. Now I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna clean his face. I'm taking a blade open to knock his mustache down with. Now I'm just gonna tap the top of his mustache in. Now I'm gonna line the mustache above his lip. Y'all can see super clean. Make sure that you fit the mustache to, if the client don't tell you if they have a preference or not, make sure you fit it to the shape of their beard and how their beard looks, you know. Now I'm gonna tap the back of his beard line in. Tap the bottom of his beard line, and I took it up to his chin like that because it wasn't thick at all up under there, so that's just what's gonna look the best and make the beard look the most full. I'm gonna do the same thing on this side. And now I'm gonna throw some hairspray in. So this is Tresemme Volume 5 for my holding spray, and then I'm gonna wipe it forward because I want everything to come forward, because that's gonna give me the cleanest lineup, and I want the hair stretched straight so that, you know, when I cut the hair, it's giving the best lineup. Now I'm gonna blow dry it with cold air. Once again, making sure I wipe the hair forward. Now, y'all, for my lineups, I like to put it in a slant, and once I get to around the top of the ear, I'm gonna use the corner of my blade to finish creating this arch shape around the ear. And make sure that when you're doing this, y'all, you don't push these lineups back. Make sure that you keep it natural with the lineup that the client's hair is already providing you. And make sure that you solidify all your lineups. And by solidifying your lineups, I mean make sure you put the first line in, comb the hairs through, and if there's any overhanging hairs, make sure that you cut them in the line you already have established. And that's solidifying your lineup. And y'all can see, a lot of barbers went and pushed it back. I'm not even gonna compare myself to a lot of barbers, but I'm gonna say even I used to probably would have pushed the hair back, but I just learned, like, even if it don't look like you could make a nice dark line there, you really can though. You just gotta, it might not be super dark every time, but like, you want to get a client the most natural, longest lasting cut possible, because that's the best cut possible. And y'all can see I had already started the front, but I was in the way of the camera. So what I like to do with my lineups is I like to start from the front and work my way to the side. Once the front meets the side, I like to tap in a vertical bar. And the left side of his head, which is the opposite side I'm working on, just had a lot more overhang. So I went ahead and I did the other side first. Y'all can see the cut was popping naturally before we put enhancements in. I went ahead and I did a little bit of enhancements, very light enhancements. So, but this is the final cut, y'all. Y'all can see I'm checking my work. My guy, you can see he's liking it. This is actually the first time I cut him, and it was for his college graduation. He graduated college, so go ahead, put some congratulations in the comments, if you will, for my guy. Y'all know, man, African American young man graduating college, man. All due respect to you, bro. It's like I went to college and then graduated, so congratulations, bro. Put God first, keep God first, and be great. I gotta say this, y'all. I'm humble at Jesus' feet. Without Jesus, I'm nothing but a filthy rag inside of God, and I can't do anything. With Jesus, I am the righteous God, and I can do all things. And all the power going on, and praise be to God. If y'all came to my channel because you like watching barber videos, I hope it satisfied you. If you came to learn something, I hope you take something from my game and apply it to yours, advance in your career, in your craft, in your life. And if you came for the message, I hope it reached you and touched your heart, your soul, your mind, and your body. Thank y'all for tuning to the Lake Show. Make sure that y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Turn the notification bell on also. I appreciate every single one of you and all the love. And God bless.